Welcome to Algebra 1 practice. You might already seen this type of problem in your biology. If you have not, let's practice it together. If you want, you can pause this video, read this question all by yourself. Or we can read aloud together. We have two types of chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum is a type of flowers that is loved by Japanese and Chinese people. It's a symbol of longevity and peace and wisdom. And there are two different kinds of colors. One is green, and one is yellow. Any gene combination with G, we say it's green, will result in green flowers. Suppose two plants have the same gene combination. This is green and this one is yellow. So we call it uppercase G, lowercase y. We're going to use Punnett Square to show what percent of possible gene combinations of the offspring plant will result in yellow flower. Think about in the previous lessons, you have learned how to multiply polynomial by using a table method. This is just like your table method. Okay, let's get some green ink here. Green, we put a big G here and big G here. Let's put our lowercase yellow indicator. We're going to get this pretty yellow flower. Okay, let's look at a G times G. G times G is GG or G squared, so GG. Let's time G times the yellow Y, gives us G and yellow Y. Let's look at what is Y times G. That gives us green G and yellow Y. Last one, what is Y times Y? That gives us YY. Always say it's Y squared. Now, since this Punnett square was separated into 4 equal sections, each one is 25%. Now we can come here to look at what is the percentage we can get yellow flowers. You're right, that is 25%. Let us continue. Our task 2 is to show how you could use a polynomial to model the possible gene combination of the offspring. Remember, the gene from each parent is modeled by, let's write down, 0.5, we have green, uppercase G, and 0.5, we have yellow, that was our lowercase letter Y, represent our yellow flower. Now, if we use a polynomial, the possible genes of the offspring gonna be modeled by this. We're gonna add the parent, open, close, and use of a square. We're gonna have a new form come out. Remember the first term squared. So first term squared. Going to take some time to change the colors. And the second term also squared. Second term, that is our Y, and squared. What is the midterm? The midterm is, let's get a different color because we're going to times 2. 2 times. First term, that's our white color. I'm going to go ahead and put this white ink here, and I'm going to use green. And times a little bit busier, it's okay. We can write down here times Y. And then don't forget it's add. Okay, let me use the same yellow right here. Now it's good. So first term squared, next term squared. The middle term is 2 times the first term times next term. Okay? All right. Now, let's write it down. We're going to have first term squared is, let's use white ink, 0.5 squared is 0.25, okay? 5 times 5 is 25. And we have our G squared. Let's go ahead and write down the next one, 0.5, Y squared is 0.25, and Y squared. And our midterm is 0.5 times 0.5. Okay, it's 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25. But don't forget, you're going to times 2. So your midterm is 0.5 and green and yellow. And don't forget we have another add symbol right here. Now, you just completed this really interesting question. Hopefully, you'll bring this to your biology class and describe your Punnett Square. Happy learning!